YouTube was understood, do not need to be explained. Look, people gotta understand something. It's not hard. It's not hard at all to heal and to overcome any situation that you've been through in life, or that you suffer from, or you have suffered from in the past. It's not like it's hard to heal. No, it's not. It's easy. It's easy. It has to take an individual to actually want to heal. And by truly healing, see, this the thing. If you want to truly heal from any situation, especially situations that you might deem that was meant to break you or to stop you on your journey, if you truly want to heal from narcissistic abuse in past trauma that you've experienced in your life, you gotta ask yourself one question, because first you got to pray. You got to go to God. God first. God always first. God first, then everything else gonna follow. Because God is gonna give you the tools in which you need in order to heal, but to also make you stronger on your journey. In a way to where you won't have to experience what you've been through again, due to the fact that God raised you in a way that you should go, so that way you will not depart from his teachings. Yeah, but like we gotta ask ourselves we gotta ask ourselves one question. If you truly want to heal, because nobody outside of you can heal you. Nothing external can heal you, period. Nothing external can give you the answers in what you need in order for you to truly heal yourself. The only way you're gonna truly heal is if you go within. I already said pray, go to God. That was first, but this is the thing, you have to go within. That means you have to look inwardly, not outwardly. You have to look inwardly. You have to look inwardly. You have to act. You have to look in a mirror. This is what you have to do in order to heal from any toxic situation, any situation that you might deem that was meant to throw you off your life purpose or your path, or situation that you might feel as though, situations that you might deem as though you're getting blocked. Let me tell y'all something. You have to go within. You have to go within, but also you have to change your perception on how you see things. You have to look in a mirror. You have to ask yourself, okay, let's just take my situation. Me growing up in a narcissistic household, me being raised around, me being the scapegoat, the black sheep, me just being an individual. See, I'm the individual when everybody was angry. I'm the individual that everybody took it out on, due to the simple fact that I possess light. So at the end of the day, when you're dealing with narcissistic individuals, or when you're dealing with when you're not educated on certain situations, you're gonna feel as though you know the answers already. You're gonna feel as though you know the answer. You're gonna feel as though you know how to handle things. See, this thing, you're gonna feel as though you know how to handle things on your own. But let me tell you something. Without doing a proper education, without going within, without seeking knowledge, you can't do it on your own. You can only do it on your own if you seek education, if you seek knowledge, if you go towards the truth. If you go in search, answers not gonna come to you. You got to go in search of the answers. Like I knew, like, I'm finna be honest, I already, from a young age, I knew something was off with my parents and with my family, but I couldn't put my finger on it, because I was trying to go about it I was going about it in an uneducated way. In a way, see, this the thing. When you was never taught growing up, when you was never taught the importance of mental, spiritual, and emotional health, You're gonna take it. You're gonna take things. You're gonna allow your emotions to get the best of you. You're gonna take things into your own hands. You're gonna feel as though you're not even gonna want to seek answers, and you're not gonna want to seek help from individuals because you're gonna develop some type of. You're gonna develop an ego. You're gonna develop this little ego due to the fact that you already feel as though I'm speaking from narcissistic abuse. I'm speaking strict based off narcissistic abuse. You're gonna already feel as though that nobody around you. Okay, you know what? I can't trust nobody because nobody around me seems as though they understand my situation. And this the thing. It's not that they don't want to. They seem as though they don't want to understand my situation. Then on top of that, I can't go to my family. I can't go to nobody because everybody in the household is turned against me. So you know what? I'm gonna take matters in my own hands. I'm gonna take each and every one of. I'm gonna take each and every one of them on. I'm gonna take everybody on. Anybody who cause a problem, anybody who lie on me, slander me, I'm gonna take them on head on. See, this the thing. You're gonna have that mindset. You're gonna have have that mindset because you're not thinking logically. You're thinking with your emotions. So you allow your emotions to get the best of you. As soon as you allow your emotions to get the best of you, soon as you have that mentality, well, you know what? I'm gonna take things in a take things in a matter of my own hands. That's when they're gonna come against you and they're gonna whoop your tail. They're gonna whoop your tail. Because you giving them what they want. Logic is not giving narcissists what they want. Emotions is giving narcissistic individuals what they want because emotions is energy. Your emotions that you display to narcissistic individuals, they feed off your emotions. They feed off your reaction. So just by you going based off emotion, just by you might see this the thing. You defending yourself, but you have to know exactly how to go about defending yourself. And you have to be smart enough to realize that these individuals are trying to trick you out of your position in order to get you in an emotional uproar. So that they can see this the thing. They're not going to look stupid. You're going to look stupid. You're going to look stupid because nobody's on your side. Nobody's on your side. Nobody's on your side because guess what? You're the scapegoat. You're the black sheep. Everybody, you're crazy. You ain't crazy, but that's what they deem you. That's what they deem you as. See, this the thing. When you act based off emotion, you entertaining a clown, and when you entertain a clown, you become part of the circus. So yeah, and you can't heal. You can't truly heal from toxic situations if you allow your emotions to always get in the middle of your thinking. Because and let me tell y'all something. It's not the problems that we face. It's how we choose to deal with those problems. Problems don't exist. The only problems don't exist. The only problem that exists is the ability to tend to overthink. A lot of people, you could have been healed. Guess what? You are overthinker. You are overthinking, meaning you think negative. You won't change your perception on how you see things. And another aspect on healing, you have to hold yourself accountable. You got to hold yourself accountable. You cannot you will not heal by pointing the finger and blaming even the individuals that mentally, emotionally, and psychologically abuse you and put you through trauma. You can't blame them. You can't blame them because guess what? By you blaming them, this the thing. They did hurt you. They did abuse you. They tried to break you. But at the end of the day, did they do it? Did they do it? Did they do it? I mean, if you allowed, see, this the thing. Notice how I'm asking you this. Look at how I'm asking this question. Did they tried to break you, but did they do it? Did they do it? That's not my answer. That's your answer. You got to think, did I allow myself to be broken by these individuals? No. I'm speaking for me. No, I didn't. Because guess what? See, this the thing. You have to change your perspective on how you see things. And like I say, when you are in connection with God, everything is going according to plan. See, nothing that we go through in life, it's not meant to break us. It's only meant to make us stronger every single time. But only the strong gonna come out strong. Only the strong gonna come out strong. You can't sit up there. You're not gonna be able to heal by sitting up there pointing a finger and study, and by looking at the people who put you through whatever it is that they put you through. I just point a finger. You're not gonna heal from that. You're not gonna heal. You got to look internally. You have to. You got to ask yourself questions. You got to hold yourself accountable. You literally have to hold yourself accountable. You got to call out your mistakes. You got to call out what you have done. You got to call yourself out. Because we ignore red flags. It has been times where everybody ignore red flags. But this the thing, you have to call yourself out on your mistakes. You got to be your biggest critic. You have to be your own teacher also. You just can't be out there, well, you know what? Yeah, my parents did this to me. Yeah, she did this to me. Yeah, dude did this to me. Okay, okay. This the thing, people try to hurt you and break you, but did you allow them to do it? If they didn't accomplish it, the key word is try. If they didn't accomplish it, they didn't break you. They didn't break you. You're not going to heal constantly thinking and living in the past. You're not going to heal. Another thing, if you want to heal from toxic situations and overcome anything in life, the past is the past. You cannot change the past. You cannot, whatever happened in the past, you can't change it. It happened. So why think in the past? Why live in the past? Because when you constantly think about the past and live in the past, those negative thoughts and traumatizing experiences are going to constantly reoccur, and it's going to trigger that old pain. And you're still going to be hurting due to the fact, see, it's not the people, it's you. Yeah. It's you. Yeah, notice how I'm not talking. We ain't worried about the people who try to put you through something, because I told you they didn't do it. They tried to break you, but did they do it? If they did it, then it's on you, because you allowed yourself to be broken. You allowed these individuals to have power over you. You allowed people to manipulate you into thinking that you was this type of individual, or that you're not worthy of being the individual that you are. See, you have been manipulated into devaluing yourself by valueless people. If you allowed yourself to be broken by them, yeah, if you allowed yourself to be broken by them. But like I say, notice how I'm saying you, because it's not the people around. You can change the people around you. You can't change the people around you, but you can definitely change the people around you by changing your thought process and by not living in the past. You're not going to get nowhere by living in the past. That's why a lot of people don't heal. That's why a lot of people are still walking around carrying this heavy burden, because they're addicted to living in the past. They're addicted to them. Another thing, if you want to heal, you got to forgive the people that abuse you. You got to forgive these individuals you have to forgive them, for they know not what they do. You got to forgive them. Forgiving is the first. If you don't forgive first, you don't heal. The forgiving is first. No, see, this the thing. God first, prayer, but you forgive in that prayer. You have to forgive in that prayer. Yeah, it's more than just asking for forgiveness of our sins. You have to tell God to forgive, that you forgive your enemies as well, and the people that tried to break you. That's going to be the only way you truly heal, is if you forgive those who tried to hurt you. Because they didn't do nothing. I'm going to keep saying try. They only doing something if you tell yourself that they're doing something. It's your process. A lot of people, y'all won't heal because y'all don't change the way y'all think. Y'all don't change y'all perception on how y'all see things. Y'all don't educate y'allself. Y'all don't do the inner work. It's always blaming somebody. You got to, at some point, we got to stop pointing the finger and look at what we was doing. We got to look at what we was doing. Yeah, everybody been through something, but what did we do? See, this thing, what did I do to allow myself to put myself in that type of situation? Because I could have, if I knew better, I should have done better. See, when you tired of being hurting, when you tired of being hurt, when you tired of being hurt, and when you tired of experiencing negative connections and negative relationships and negative situations due to the fact that you was ignoring the red flags, you're gonna stop ignoring you gonna stop ignoring red flags. And guess what? Soon as somebody try to come into your life that don't match the same frequency as you, boom, you ain't gonna go for it. You're not gonna go for it. Because guess what? You learn from your mistakes. You learn from your mistakes by not ignoring the red flags. And this the thing, you have to also learn from your mistakes by not reacting in the ways that you reacted to situations in your past also. Can't nobody provoke you into being angry unless you allow yourself to be provoked into being angry. Can't nobody make you fall in love with them. Can't nobody make you do anything without you telling yourself that. It's what you tell yourself. It's how you hold yourself. It's the self-love, the self-discipline, and the self-preservation that's going to truly heal you. All of this is internally. This is not outwardly. This is on the inside. This is on the inside. You can't heal and you will never truly overcome traumatic experiences and obstacles in life if you don't self-reflect and if you don't look internally. And you have to every mistake you made, you have to make sure that you correct yourself to the point to where it's rare that you make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, but it's some mistakes that you don't supposed to make. And let me tell y'all something. A lot of stuff that people did in their past, it could have been prevented. They didn't learn from their last mistakes, and that's their downfall. And to be honest, it really shouldn't take. I'm 22. It really shouldn't take people, in my opinion, 30, 40, and 50 years for them to just realize that, hey, that they was in toxic situations. It took you 30. It took you to like you in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. And I don't judge, but man, you want to know why it took y'all so long? Y'all was ignoring the red flags. Yep, y'all was ignoring the red flags. And this the thing, anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. And like I say, I'm gonna be honest, I can't, if I was in my 40s, 30s, or 50s, and I just come to the realization that I was dealing with toxic people when I could have been shown the answers at a young age. Everything in life is a choice. Life would have been past me by now. This the thing, you can heal at an old age, but at the end of the day, in my opinion, it's still gonna be too late. It's never too late, but it's too late. It'll be too late because you ain't gonna be able to do everything that you planned out to do. It's gonna be too late. Like if I was to heal in my 60s and 50s due to me ignoring the red flags and due to me not learning from my past mistakes, I'll be peaceful at an old age, but at the end of the day, I'll still think about, okay, well, you know what? I would think about how life could have been if it wouldn't have took me this long just to figure out that I put myself in that situation. It wasn't the people around me, it was me. I chose to be around individuals that was toxic. I chose to be around individuals that didn't know my worth. I chose to compromise who I am for temporary pleasure, materialism, and money. It wasn't the people around me, it was me. God was trying to show me, but I was ignoring him. And this the thing, he didn't give me the easy way. He kept allowing it to happen and happen again. And I kept seeing it, but I wasn't paying attention because I was too arrogant. I thought that I can handle the situation. I thought that I could take matters into my own hands. Until I realized that no, I can't take matters in my own hands. Without God, I can't do it. And now I'm 60 now. I'm 60 and I'm healed. I'm 60 and I'm glad I'm out that situation, but I can't do what I wanted to do because I don't have enough energy to do it now. That's why a lot of people, when they be talking to me, they be like, well, Robert, I can't believe you 22. I just can't. I just can't, man. I wish I knew. A man had told me, man, Robert. I wish I had the wisdom at your age. I was like, you could have had it at my age. You was ignoring red flags. You weren't doing the education. Now I noticed this. A lot of people want to say. A lot of y'all want to say, oh, I want to heal, but you must like being hurt. You must like being hurt. No, when you truly want to heal, you ain't gonna. When you tired of dealing with toxic people, you gonna get tired. You ain't gonna do it no more, and you're gonna truly heal. You're not gonna want negative energy around you. You're not gonna want individuals that don't make you feel at ease around you because they're draining you. Your time has been. This is the thing. My time has been wasted before. My energy has been drained before. I've been at my lowest before. I didn't fought for myself before. In order for me to not, but this the thing, I healed on my own. And because I healed on my own, because I done the inner work, because I started loving myself and I started holding myself to high standards and I live up to those standards and I exceed those standards. And now that I am self-preservated, now that I have self-control, now that I'm disciplined in my 20s, not 30s, in my 20s, because I learned early. Nobody can come into my life, and nobody toxic can come into my life and manipulate me into getting me to accept them, because guess what? I see clear now. I learn from my mistakes. I'm conscious and aware of what goes on around me now. So therefore, if anybody was to try it again, because I learned from my mistakes and because I don't ignore red flags, hey, when the enemy comes, I'll be waiting on them. I'll be waiting on them. I'm healed now. I'm healed, but at the end of the day, I have to protect my energy, because if I don't protect myself and if I don't protect my energy, I'm healed, but I can go back into hurting if I don't do that. So guess what? I got to protect myself. It's not about them, because they can't manipulate me or provoke me into feeling or thinking any type of way about myself, because I know who I am. I have to allow myself to engage with those people. But if I don't allow myself to engage with those individuals, I'm going to remain healed and I'm going to remain peaceful, because I'm not stepping outside my element and I'm not compromising who I am. Hopefully I made sense in this video. Stay blessed.